Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are looking to generate consistent income from your stock portfolio, then you are probably heard of covered call, right? But here's the million-dollar question. When exactly is the best time to sell them, right? Is it just guesswork or is there a scenario to it? Today we are diving deep into the exact strategies that can help you nail the timing, maximize your premiums, and avoid costly mistakes. Stick around because by the end of this video, you will have a clear roadmap for selling your next covered call. First, for any newcomers, a super quick refresher, right? A covered call is when you own at least 100 shares of a stock and you sell a call option against those shares. You are basically giving someone else the right to buy your shares at a specific price. That's the strike price. By a certain date, that's the expiration date. And in return, you get a cash payment that's called premium. I hope that makes it super clear what a covered call is, right? It's a fantastic way to generate income, but the timing is really important. So we are going to discuss one by one what are the key factors that you should take care of whenever you do sell a covered call. So key factor number one, right? And this is the most important one. That's technical resistance, right? It's also, you can think of it, right? A bull wall, right? So this is the first one, most crucial timing signal that comes from the technical analysis, right? Specifically the technical resistance level. So think of resistance as a ceiling, right? It's a price point where a stock has struggled to move higher in the past and often bouncing back down, right? When a stock basically approaches this ceiling and starts to show signs of slowing down or consolidating there, that's often your green light to sell a covered call. Why is that, right? Because if the stock respects that resistance, it's less likely to blow past your strike price, meaning you get to keep your shares and that's the premium that you're gonna keep, right? Let me show you what I mean, right, with a quick chart. If you notice, right, how the stock hits this price point, struggles and then pulls back, when your stock is moving up and reaches this zone, it's a prime opportunity to sell a call just above that resistance level, and this gives you a buffer, and if a stock retreats, you pocket the premium, right? I'm gonna show you example at the end of the video, so that's gonna be a super clear on how you can basically analyze these in a chart, right? So wait till the end of the video and we are gonna discuss that. Now, key factor number two, right? And that's dividend. That you should never ignore, right? So, especially for income investors, right? We need to talk about dividends. If you own a dividend paying stock, you need to be very aware of their ex-dividend date, right? And what a ex-dividend date is, right? The ex-dividend date is the cutoff. If you own the stock before this date, you get the dividend. If you buy it on or after this date, you do not get that dividend, right? So if your goal is to collect both the premium and the covered call premium, you must be very strategic about it. You want to set your covered call expiration date after the ex-dividend date, right? And your strike price ideally out of the money, meaning above the current stock price, and you should do it above the resistance level. So this strategy significantly reduces the chance of your stock being called away. And that's what we don't want in a covered call, right? Before you collect that sweet dividend premium. So you get both the income from your option premium by selling that covered call, and also you get the dividend. And that's gonna be a best of both worlds, right? So, but you need to be very aware about that ex-dividend date that we talked about, right? So, all right, let's make this crystal clear with a real world example, right? I'm using Robinhood chart for this example. So, because I am personally doing covered call in Robinhood, so that's gonna be a very easy one for me to explain it to you, right? So, if you look at the Robinhood chart, right, Hood has been in this nice uptrend, but what's important for our covered call strategy are the key price levels. Notice how the stock has faced selling pressure and struggled to break above that 120 mark, right? And that's a strong resistance level. We also see a more recent, that's a shorter term resistance level forming around $115, right? Now, on the flip side, we have a solid support level down around like 110, right? Where buyers have previously stepped in and pushed the prices back up, right? So how do we use this whole information to time our covered call. So imagine, right? We own 100 shares of Hood, and the stock is currently trading right around that 115 mark, and that's the resistance level that we discussed, right? Just like showed you. So this is a prime opportunity, okay? Because the stock is hitting a ceiling, as we talked about, right? That's a ceiling. There's a very good chance it might pause or it could pull back, right? So here's how the game plan for the covered call should work, right? Identify this trigger, right? First thing, identify this trigger. The stock is at 115 resistance. This is our signal to act, okay? Next, choose a strike price. We want to sell a call option with a strike price above this immediate resistance, selling maybe 120 strike call, right? And that would be a perfect choice. This gives us that extra $5 buffer for the stocks to move up before our shares are at a risk of being called away. Okay, now select expiration date. Typically, look a few weeks out. Generally, the rule of thumb is going 30 to 45 days out. That's to collect a decent premium because the theta curve would be very rapid in those period, right? Now, by selling that 120 call, we create that win-win scenario that we talked about, right? So let's discuss those scenarios one by one, right? So scenario A, if Hood stays below $120 by the expiration, we keep our shares, right? And we pocket that entire premium we collected. We can then repeat this process again for the week after that, right? So that's a happy case. Now, scenario B, right? Let's say if Hood has a massive rally and it blows past $120, our shares get called away. But we sell them at 120, a price higher than the current resistance and one we were happy with, right? Because remember, we got it for 115. We still keep that premium, plus we logged in that good profit by selling it at a higher price. So that's how simple chart to make a strategic income generating trade instead of just guesswork, right? Okay, so to recap everything, right? The first thing is look for that technical resistance for your sell timing, right? That is, I would say, the number one thing that you should be worried about. The second one, be mindful of ex-dividend dates to capture those payouts and watch out for those earnings reports, right? Because that makes the options market really volatile. So definitely watch out for any earnings coming up and ensure that the premium is worth the risk, right? Do not go for anything which maybe risk to reward ratio is gonna be really not playing out in your favor, right? And always set your exit price so that you know what's my exit price for this trade. And when you combine these strategies that we discussed, you create a very powerful win-win scenario for you, right? You either collect premiums and dividends while keeping your shares. That's the happy case. Or you sell your shares at a price you are more than happy with, right? Because your average cost was less than that strike price. Okay, guys, if you found this guide really helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more income generating strategies, and let me know in the comments below what's your favorite stock for doing the covered call and what challenges that you are facing it. If you have any questions on this or anything around options, definitely ask your questions. I do read all the comments and I will reply to that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Happy investing.